Basically, Six Sigma is a quality management methodology used to help business improve current processes, products, or services by discovering and eliminating defects. The goal is to streamline quality control in manufacturing or business processes so there is little to no variation throughout. In this diagram, it is clear that how a Six Sigma works in a DMAKE manner. DMAKE means define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. Basically, it follows for reducing the variations which occurs in the different products. So we have to minimize the faults, we have to minimize the defects by the help of Six Sigmas. Six Sigma is a set of techniques and tools for process improvement developed by Motorola in 1986. Six Sigma techniques has been, we can say, developed by Motorola, who was we can say, a particular writer who told about the Six Sigmas in 1986. It aims to improve the quality of process outputs by identifying and remove the causes of defects. Here the aim of particular writer is, or to Six Sigma evaluation is, how to remove the defects or errors in manufacturing processes only, so that we can get a defect free product by the help of these Six Sigmas, and minimizing variability in manufacturing and business processes. Six Sigma uses a set of quality management methods, primarily empirical statistical methods, and creates a special infrastructure of people within the organization, such as black belts, green belts, etc., who are expert in these methods. Basically, as per the Six Sigma, there are some, we can say, some kind of recognition has been given by the, after checking the Six Sigmas or the production, and we can say that the particular product is in the range of black belt or is in the range of green belts. There are some kind of recognition has given by Six Sigma in Motorola. Next is, Six Sigma is a set of methodology and tools used to improve business processes by reducing defects. Basically, Six Sigma is a set of different methods or methodologies, and there are some tools and techniques used here to improve overall business process and how to reduce the defects and errors between the organization only, so that till then, after the finishing of the production, we will found a proper finished good or error-free finished good. To minimize the variations, so that if there are number of Coca-Cola bottles are manufacturing in a particular company, so that the design, the color, and the odor and taste should be same, and there will be no variation found in overall production process. Next is, it helps to increasing the quality and efficiency. The goal of Six Sigma is to achieve a level of quality that is nearly perfect. There are, we can easily say that there is some kind of error found, we can say like 1% or 10% or 5%, as we discussed in C chart and U chart, that there is a level of significance we have taken, that through that we can easily found that either the product have variations or not, or it is mandatory that we have to fulfill the expectation of the customer that the production of each and every production unit should be same. With only 3.4 defects per million opportunities, this is achieved by using a structured approach called DMAKE to identify and eliminate causes of variations and improve processes. Here we can easily identify what are the reasons of variation, what are the basic problems created in the manufacturing units, and how we can eliminate these problems. By the help of these five sigmas, we can find out how we can easily justify the problems, how we can easily control the overall operations. The Six Sigma method uses a step-by-step approach called DMAKE, an acronym that stands for define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. According to Six Sigma adherents, a business may solve any seemingly unsolvable problem by following these five steps. First of all, we will define the problem. A team of people led by a Sigma expert chooses a process to focus on and defines the problem it wishes to solve. What and where the problem is arising. First of all, we have to identify where we have a problem or through which problems our product are variated. So next one is define. After the define, we can reach towards the measure. Measure in a measure point, what we do, the team measures the initial performance of the process, creating a benchmark and pinpoint a list of inputs that may hindering performances. Here we can initially we found that what kind of performances we are giving, either our performance is a benchmark performance or not, or we are fulfill our benchmarking. So there are some standards which we have made in our particular process in operations. So it is necessary that we should measure it, or we can check that the particular production process has gone in a right direction. Next is analyze. In the analyze situation, what we do next, the team analyze the process by isolating each inputs or potential reasons for any failures and testing it as the possible root of the problem. Here what we do, here we are analyzing after the identification and measure, we check that the overall input we are giving for the production, that is potential or not. If it is not good or it is not up to the mark, we have to reduce these problems and we have to check the failures or reason of failures after this analyzing step and testing as the possible root of the problem, so that we can easily find out what are the basic roots of the problems. Next point, we reach towards the improvement. After the problem, we found out the problem or identify the problem, we have to improve these problems. So for that, the team works for their to implement changes that will improve system performance. Here we will compare the actual with desired. After the desired or actual differentiation, we can easily found that here we have a problem, or we can easily clear out the defects. Next is control. After the improvement, how we can control the problems. Now the group adds control to the process to ensure it does not regress and becomes ineffective once again. So here we can say, we can assure that here the production, overall production will be defect free production, or it will not happen in coming future. So that comes under the DMAKE process, or can say that Six Sigma process. Next one is, what is Lean Sigma management? Let's read about it. What is Lean Sigma? Is a team focused managerial approach that seeks to improve performance by eliminating waste and defects while boosting the standardization of work. Lean Sigma means here the company is focusing on how to eliminate the wastage and how to reduce the defects in the operations or in the overall manufacturing process, and how to improve the performance or boost the standardization of the organization. It combines Six Sigma methods and tools and the lean manufacturing enterprise philosophy, striving to reduce the waste, of physical resources, times, efforts, and talents, while assuring quality in production and organizational processes. Any use of resources that does not create value for the end customer is considered a waste and should be eliminated. Suppose just comparison of the old mobile phones to the current scenario mobile phones, there are some features which were waste in the last we can say the old mobile phones. So the company works for how to upgrade the mobile phones as per the current demand. So the things or the features which are almost waste, they had reduced these wastage and reduce these all kind of we can say the features or it saves the time, efforts, and overall philosophy of the organization. By the reducing of these waste, we reach towards the best production and in a minimum or we can say minimum time and less resources. Next is Six Sigma certification and belt ranking. Here we see that there are some kind of certification and ranking has provided by the different we can say Six Sigma or quality management. What are these? Just read about it. Individual can obtain Six Sigma certification to attest to their understanding of the processes and their skills in implementing it. These certifications are awarded through a belt system. And similar to karate training, the belt levels are white belt. White belt means individual with a white belt have received some instruction in the basics of Six Sigmas but have not yet gone through any formal training or certification program. This gives them enough knowledge to become team members. Some of the members which have the white belt identification, it means they have the instruction regarding how to perform these programs in a full on we can say with the help of Six Sigmas, or they have either they have trained or not, but they have a proper we can say a certification of white belts. Next is yellow belt. Yellow belt means this level can be attained after several training sessions. In the white belt, the personnel does not have any kind of training, but in yellow belt, the person are trained and they have already attained some kind of training sessions organized by the proper organizational we can say organizational training programs and equips participants with the knowledge who hold more advanced belt. Here, the company is providing the participants to provide the knowledge regarding the training related to the personnel who are trained or they have taken some kind of training sessions or participants of some knowledge we can say to lead small projects, and they assist the managers who hold more advanced belts. How we can achieve more advanced belt, they works for that, and they have already white belt and they have already yellow belt. Now how to achieve the green belts and what are the specification of these green belts in Six Sigma. Number one is to achieve this level, individual take a more comprehensive course that prepares them to become project leader. Here, the personnels are working for the project leadership and how to achieve the overall we can say the quality of overall organization. They are working for that and they are we can say they are launched some training programs for other individual members in the organization. Next is black belt. Black belt means after reaching the green belt level, participant can move on the black belt certification, preparing them for leadership roles in the larger and more complex projects. The projects has we can say decided by the company, and some of the personnel who are having black belt, they are specified for some projects which is given by their organizations. So these are some certification which we have read. Next move towards the next topic, which is how these belts or we can say this champions and master projects they achieve. People with black belts can become master and champions. Someone with a master black belt is considered an expert and a strong leader with excellent problem solving skills. Real world example of Six Sigma. Just read about how Six Sigma apply in the organizations. Just take an example with this. Number one is Six Sigma is used for many companies, local government and other institutions. Here are two examples of how Six Sigma improved operational efficiency, saved money and increased customer satisfaction. Just take an example of Microsoft. Microsoft is one of the largest software producer in the world. It used Six Sigma to help eradicate defects in its system and data centers and systematically reduce IT infrastructure failure. Here, the company Microsoft, who is a software company, has implemented the Six Sigma to reduce the defects in the particular organization and how to reduce the IT or we can say infrastructure failures. The company first established standards for all of its hardwares and softwares to create a baseline measurement for detecting defects. It then used root cause analysis, including collecting data from past high priority incidents, serves failures, and recommendation from product group members and customers to the pinpoint potential problem areas. Here, the company established some standards how to create the softwares and hardwares. And after this, we can say the standardization they had compared that what are the basic we can say the problem has arising and what kind of defects they have found, and if then they use the root cause analysis where the problem is arising they found this, and after that they working on that particular causes. Large amount of data were collected on a daily or weekly basis from the various servers. The incidents were prioritized based on how severely the defects affected the business and the company's underlying services. Data analysis and reporting identified the specific defects, after which remediation steps for each defects were established. For this, they have collected some data on the daily basis and weekly basis. On that, they have prioritized some kind of defects, how they remove these defects or they underline these problems in a detailed form. After the data analysis and reporting, they identify the specific defects and what are the basic root causes of these defects. After which they do some remedial steps for removing these steps or these defects. As a result of Six Sigma, Microsoft says it improved the availability of its servers, boosted productivity and increased customer satisfaction. After the implementation of these Six Sigmas, the Microsoft says that they improved their overall performance and they improved how to boost their productivity and they reach toward the customer satisfaction. Now, what are the basic difference between Six Sigma and Lean Sigma? Lean Sigma uses the Six Sigma methodology with a specific goal. In Lean Sigma, they are using DMAKE process. DMAKE means define, measure, analyze, improve and control with a specific goal of eliminating waste in a company. For other organization, processes of use or material that is making it leaner, it derives in a part from the principle of lean manufacturing. Because they are, we can say the lean manufacturing or lean sigma concept is using the Six Sigma concept. So there is no any we can say difference between the Lean Sigma and Six Sigma concepts. Now just move towards a case study related to the Six Sigma. So this is a case study of General Electrics. General Electric is a multinational conglomerate known for its diverse portfolio, including aviation, healthcare, power, renewable energy, and more. In the 1990s, General Electric faced challenges with process inefficiencies, high defects rates, and customer dissatisfactions. To address these issues, General Electric decided to implement Six Sigmas, a data driven methodology aimed at reducing defects and improving quality. How they implement Six Sigmas, just read about it. Leadership commitment. First of all, the first point on which they have considered, number one is how they implement the leader commitment. Jack Welch, the CEO of General Electric at that time, was a strong advocate for Six Sigmas. He believed that the methodology would drive significant improvement in quality and efficiency across the company. Welch mandated that all managers and employees receive Six Sigma training, emphasizing its importance to General Electric's future success. Next point is training and development. General Electric invested heavily in the training to provide the training to the employees on Six Sigma principles and tools. This include green belts, black belt, master black belt and training programs. Employees were trained to identify problems, collect, analyze data and implement solutions using the D-Make framework. Now, how they work for the project selection. General Electric identified key areas where Six Sigma projects could yield the most significant impact. These areas included manufacturing processes, customer services, supply chain management, and more. Projects were selected based on their potential to reduce defects, improve cycle times, and enhance customer satisfaction. Next is how they go for the data driven approach. Six Sigma projects at General Electric relied heavily on data collection and analysis. Teams used statistical tools to measure current performance, identify the root causes of defects, and develop solutions. Continue monitoring ensured that improvement work sustained over time. Now, how they reach towards the result? What are the implementation result? Just reach towards it. Number one is reduced defect. After the implementation of Six Sigma, they reach the to solve these the root causes of these problems. So General Electrics achieved significant reduction in defect rates across various processes. For example, in the manufacturing division, defect rates were reduced by over 50%. By the help of the Six Sigma, they reduced all the defect rates till we can say over 50%. Next is cost saving. The implementation of Six Sigma led to substantial cost saving for General Electrics. The company reported saving over 1 billion within the first few years of the implementation. After the implementation of Six Sigma, the company works for the cost saving, or they reduced the overall cost of the company in the manufacturing processes or in the service design, so that the upcoming work will be less costly. How they improve the customer satisfaction? By improving process efficiency and product quality. General Electric's enhanced customer satisfaction, customer complaint decreased, and satisfaction score improved. After the demake, they move towards the how to achieve the customer satisfaction, how to enhance satisfaction, or The overall complaint, we can say, that has given in the feedback by the customers, that will be reduced after the after applying the Six Sigmas. Next is cultural changes. So Six Sigma become an integral part of General Electric's or corporate culture. Employees at all level impact that methodologies, leading to the culture of continuous improvement and data driven decision making. Here the company General Electricals reach towards the some kind of cultural changes which are coming, or we can say that comes like a barrier in overall implementation, that has been, we can say, removed, and the cultural improvement or continuous improvement will work. Next one is business growth. The efficiency gained through Six Sigma contributed to General Electric's overall business growth. The company became more competitive in the market, leading to increased revenue and market share. So, at last, the conclusion of this case study is the successful implementation of Six Sigma at General Electrics demonstrated the power of a structured, data driven approach to process improvement by commitment to a Six Sigma principles, investing in employees training, and focuses on the key areas of for improvement. General Electric was we can say, was able to reduce all the defects, save cost, and improve customer satisfaction and data driven, we can say, data business growth. So this is the, we can say, the after the implementation of Six Sigma or quality management, the overall problems which are coming in particular company can be removed by the help of Six Sigmas. This case study highlights how Six Sigma can effectively utilized to achieve operational excellence in a large complex organization. So I hope you will understand what happened in this case study and what are the Six Sigmas. So this chapter has been finished.